Hey guys, happy Wednesday. I hope you guys are having an amazing hump day. My name is Raul. Thank you guys for joining me on my page. Don't forget to visit my website, winwiththecoach.com, and right there you'll find the links to the various things that I do. My YouTube channel with a collection of all of my lives, my Facebook, my private group, my Facebook page, my Instagram. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. We're going to talk about something super important. It's called the psychology of success. Okay, we're going to talk about 7 principles for that. And then let me just share this real quick. But we're going to have a good time this Wednesday. I hope you guys enjoyed my video yesterday. I did a video in Spanish. I hope it was to your liking. Right? But we're going to talk about a few elements that are important, a few principles, things that maybe you've heard before or not, but it doesn't matter. This is a learning experience. This is something that we should all learn. This is something that can benefit us all. This is something that I'm learning and it benefits me and allows me to continue growing, and it's something that really interests me and really satisfies me to share back with you guys, right? A teacher is somebody who learns, right? Somebody who's ready to be a student. So we're gonna talk about these 7 principles. We're gonna talk about the psychology of business, right? Let's get right to it so we don't make this live such a long. If you guys are watching the replay, let me know where you're watching from. Let me know what your favorite part is of the video. Hashtag replay. And let me know. Let me know how I can. Also, let me know what kind of topics you guys would like to cover. All right. So this is number 1 principle. Treat your business like your baby, right? Treat your business like your baby. Your baby. Your business is your baby. That's really what it is, right? Everything starts from the bottom. We have to put in that love, that time, that commitment, that attention. That we need to take care of our business, right? Is there a day where we don't take care of our baby? Absolutely not. Every day we take care of our babies, right? So what else do we do with our babies? We spoil them, we buy them new clothes, we buy them toys, we feed them, we take care of them, we go on walks, we take them out to the park, we go to the playgrounds, we go to the theme park, we go to the movies, everything. You sleep together, you lay down, you hug. Babies are everything. To me, my children are everything. So you need to learn to treat your business like a baby, right? So, you know, think about those metaphors. Think of how can we pass on all these taking care of your baby or treating your business like your baby. How can we pass on the relationship with our babies to our business, right? If I were to tell you guys one thing, is that a lot of people start their business, start their side hustle, right? And that's as far as they can see. You got to think bigger. What are you doing wasting your time? If you're starting a business, it's a serious endeavor. It's a serious thing. Same thing with you guys offering the opportunity to people and getting upset when people don't join you or recruiting people. This isn't for everybody. Your business is not for everybody. We're going to talk about setting standards, but it's just like, don't get upset. If you did everything right and you presented the opportunity, anybody who's smart enough, wise, or ready, or open, or willing, or hungry, or coachable, it's going to pay attention to you enough to watch the video you presented, enough to read your text and answer back like a normal person, like a professional, enough to say yes or no or maybe, or let me think about it, or let me look into it, or send me some more info. That's what I do. Somebody offers me a business, even if I know ahead of time that, you know what, I'm not going to join, I'll listen to them. I'll take advantage of the information. Maybe it's not good for me, but maybe it's good for someone else. You know, so it's important to be open. So treat your business like a baby. So I spend on my business, right? I paid ads for my business. I have various things going on. I just established my Google business page. I have my YouTube channel. I have LinkedIn. I have Instagram. I have Facebook. I have a Facebook private group. I have another Facebook public group. I have a Facebook business page. And I continue to grow and I continue to figure out what it is that I want to incorporate in who I am. Because my business is me and I want to take care of me. My business is helping others get ahead in life. Financials are super important. Your credit score is super important. That is one area that I focus on. I bring to the table financial education. That's something that changed my life, and I want to change your life. I also love to go live here. You don't hear me talking about credit or financials or business all the time. So, you know that one thing that I love to do is to share valuable personal development information, coachings, motivation, solutions, wisdom, understanding. That is a great passion of mine, and that's another way that I'm able to give back to you guys. So that's me finding out what I love to do and sharing it with you guys, right? So share your baby, spoil your baby, take care of your baby, pamper your baby. Make sure you take care of your baby throughout your day. If you have a full-time job, make time for your baby, make time for your business. Remember, this business or this baby, it's going to grow up. And that's one of the favorite reasons why I like this metaphor, because this comparison is so, it's just so true. Your business starts as a baby, and how good you take care of that baby, that's how good that baby will grow up, right? And what happens then at old age, what happens with our kids, they end up reciprocating back, they end up giving us back that love that we gave them, taking care of us, taking us out, making sure that we're healthy, spending time with us, and just being grateful and having gratitude with their parents, hopefully, right, for everything that the parents have done. Okay, so treat your business like your baby. Number two, we need to set high standards. And this goes back to what I mentioned with you guys about rejection. People not trying your products, people not trying your services or your business. If you did everything right, because there is the right way to do things, right? If you are doing things right, you know, most of the time you should be getting results. Now, don't get upset of the people that don't want to try your services, try your product, or join the business. They either are not ready, so you don't have to necessarily give up on them. Sometimes let them sit there and eventually they'll come around, because whatever it is that you do, if they were interested for a little bit, that means they most likely need it. But most people cannot make decisions right away. Most people have priorities somewhere else. So whatever it is that you offer, since in our business we offer solutions and help, most people don't want solutions and help right now. They want whatever it is that they're pursuing that's distracting them, or whatever makes them be busy, or whatever they think is the most important thing. Eventually, they'll come around to you. If you have a health and wellness business and you can help them lose weight and be healthy, who wants to be healthy and lose weight? Most people don't. They do it because they have to, because they feel they have to, right? And then once they start doing it, they fall in love with it. So don't worry about it. Be there for them. Eventually, they'll come around, and eventually they'll be able to try out your opportunity, because they'll be ready, because they finally convince themselves that they're ready. You offer a service, like I offer a service, you offer credit repair or something like that. So who doesn't need their credit fixed? Who doesn't need good credit? Let me rephrase that. Who doesn't need good credit? Everybody needs good credit. Does everybody know that? No, because maybe right now where they're living, the state in life that they're in, they don't need that right away. So people always think about what they need now. They don't know what the future is gonna bring, or if an opportunity comes and then all of a sudden they need you. So who they're gonna call? They're gonna call you, who has been there for them, has been patient, and has offered this opportunity for them, because they're ready for you, right? Maybe they're not ready right now because people don't have the same priorities. So that's a great example of, like, you need to set standards for yourself. Stop beating yourself up. Stop begging people. Stop giving discounts. Stop doing all of that in your business. Work your business, and remember that you are the one that has something to offer to people. You are the one with the solution for a problem. You're the one that's reaching out to them with an opportunity. It's not the other way around. Okay? Next one, number 3. Dream big, even in small outputs. So this is one thing. Sometimes, we do things like second nature. We eat like whatever, right? We eat like whatever. We sleep like whatever. We go to work like whatever. We wake up like whatever. We have our families, our kids like whatever. What I'm saying is that we're so used to these things happening to us and coming to us so naturally that we don't appreciate them, or we don't pay attention to them. And we'll get to the gratitude right now. But what I mean is that they're second nature. They're like, we don't think about breathing, do we? Right? But think about it this way. What is the bigger picture, or the bigger term behind you breathing in and breathing out? What is that? What do you use in meditation? That's taking your breathing pattern to another level. What about the fact that you can do what's another thing? What's something else that I was gonna say? When you need to calm down, when you are upset, when you're hot tempered, because we're human. Take a time out, breathe in, breathe out. That's you taking your breathing to another level to help you get to where you want to get, right? So these things that are so second nature, like eating and breathing and sleeping, we can take them to another level. We can think big, like I'm gonna do a breathing exercise to help me master something in my life. That's thinking big. I'm gonna eat this way to help me master my health, my fitness, my goals. That's you taking that thing that is so normal. Every day you do this. It's like part of your life since you were born, and you take it for granted, and now you're taking that to another level. So this is all about thinking big. Your family, think big about them, right? There's so many ways to do that. Next one, number four, love learning. This is something I always talk about. This is something that has, I guess, this helped me big time to bounce back from my bottom. When I hit rock bottom was because of my double personality of really being like a great person and at the same time do the most effed up decisions, right? So one of the things that really helped me bounce back is my love for learning. I took the opportunity to learn and grow myself, to figure out what it is that I want to do, to focus back on reading and studying and getting any book that I can get that was accessible to me to feed my mind and my soul. And to me, one of the most satisfying things in the world is reading. When you're in and the things that I don't read novels or stories, like you can find a way to learn from them, but I'm very specific. Like you'll find me learning things that are gonna help me better at any area. Like if I'm into music, I'll read music. If I'm into art, I'll read about art. But you see, I'm entertaining myself with reading, but I'm learning. So I read about my business interests. I read about the things that I want. I read a lot about my spirituality, my religion, my practice. That's me learning and feeding my soul. It's a great satisfaction in learning. So you need to try it out, guys, and then you're going to fall in love with learning. That's principle number four. You want to be a teacher, you're going to be a coach, you're going to be a leader, because that's what's going to happen when you build a business and people join your business. They are part of your team. Together, you guys run your business. So you need to be a learner so you can be a teacher. Number five, gratitude is your attitude. Having a gratitude is going to be having gratitude as part of your your rules is super important, because you're always going to have a better attitude about everything in life. And I'm not talking about being naive. Being optimistic and acting positive in a negative situation doesn't make you naive about the reality of what can happen. It makes you a leader, because a leader initially, when something goes up and blows up, even if the leader says, oh my God, F, like, what am I going to do? And they get a problem solving mode, mental mode of like, let me fix this. This is how I'm going to fix this. This is what I'm going to do. Let me do this, do that, reach out to this person, blah, blah, blah. So we focus on solutions more than the problems. We're human, so problems happen to us like anybody else. But what we do differently is that as soon as a problem comes to us, we really work on focusing on solutions, and this is how we live our life. And that's how we're able to influence the rest of the world, because we we are able to solve problems for people, right? So if you're a problem solver, you'll be a great fit for my business. So gratitude is your attitude. Gratitude is super important, guys. I told you guys about the magic of gratitude. I told you about how important gratitude has been a part of my life, helping my life, bouncing from the bottom, uh, putting me where I am now, and helping me envision all of my goals and all of my dreams and all the things that I'm going to fulfill in 2022 and on. So gratitude is one of the most important things in life, and I recommend that you practice it intentionally. Meaning, make a list of the things that you are grateful for. If it has to be a long list, do it. But make a list that's really efficient. That it has everything that like package in that you can maybe read that list daily. Because if you write 100, 200 things, it's going to be hard for you to read that list every day. Let's be realistic. Write things down right now. Write 10 things down that you are grateful for. I'm grateful for my spouse. I'm grateful for my kids. I'm grateful for my house. I'm grateful for my health. I'm grateful for my job. I'm grateful for the money. I'm grateful for the services that I'm grateful for my parents. I'm grateful for my friends. I'm grateful for my business. I'm grateful for all these things. For my religion, I'm grateful for the Bible. I'm grateful for different things. Write those things that are super important to you. Be grateful for them every day. What is the whole point? Is that you're going to be able to keep those things because you're grateful for them. That means you appreciate it. You know how they say nobody appreciates things until they lose them. And number two is that according to the law of attraction, if you put gratitude in, if you start being grateful for the things that you don't have but you want, you're going to start attracting those things to you. And one of the key components to that is feel it with all your heart and be grateful for it with all your heart and really emotion and envision. I'm grateful for my house, 5 bedrooms, backyard, pool, 2 entertainment rooms, 2 living rooms, 5 bedroom, 5 bath, nice lawn in the front, my favorite plants, an avocado tree in the back, a mango tree, my favorite fruits. Like, do it. And right in the driveway, I have this car and that car. This is my family car. This is my car when I want to go solo and cruise down PCH and I feel the breeze. That is really, really, really putting emotion into what you want because you're really looking at it, seeing it with your mind, and you're feeling it. So do this in your room, do this in somewhere private, do them when you're alone, whatever it takes, right? Whatever it takes for you to do this, take this list with you and really look at it and be grateful for it. Okay? So number 5, gratitude is your attitude. Number 6, always be a step ahead. Be a step ahead of the game, right? COVID-19 hit everybody. You don't know what's going to happen next. New variants. It seems like no matter what happens, that even though there is new variants or new situations, as long as people vaccinate or as long as people are cautious and vaccinated and stuff, we're going to continue trucking along, right? Things seem to be going more on a forward motion as opposed to last year around this time. I remember last year around November, I run a restaurant, so it's like we were open for people to be able to sit down and eat, and then all of a sudden it was takeout for a while, and then all of a sudden it was back. So I'm thinking that we're completely, consistently moving forward and doing better, I hope, right? So none of us expected COVID, but one thing that happened when COVID hit is that a lot of people had more free time when they were let go of work or they lost hours. Some people, a lot of people received unemployment, so they were at home and they had options. A lot of them, just completely took a vacation, a time off, and really just focused on having fun, right? Because obviously, with this whole thing going on in the world, people feel some kind of way, so they want to satisfy themselves. I get it. I remember when I was furloughed. I took the first 2 weeks or maybe 3 weeks to like mostly relax and settle in at home. But then I got myself a checklist, an agenda, and a game plan. And then also, as you guys know, I was able to do 2 businesses at that time. Okay. Then I returned to work. Okay. Eventually. So the whole point is that you always want to be a step ahead, and there's no way to plan for these things to happen. But if you have a full-time job or if you have a job, one of the best things you can do to plan ahead in case they fire you, terminate you, lay you off, the business closes, COVID happens, is that you want to have a side hustle, a side business, a part-time, or 2 jobs. Now think of it this way: if you're gonna get 2 jobs and you already work full-time, that's gonna take most of your life. Life's about being happy. You can't just work all the time, right? Exactly. So building a business is one of the best things that you can do. And the fact is that the numbers show that a lot of people started their own businesses during the pandemic, right? So many people even started investing in stocks and crypto. It's like, a lot of people don't even know what they're doing. They just want to get rich quick. They just want to go with the hype, right? But other people actually learn. See, I've been doing this since 2017, so I've put a lot of time to learn, and that's something that you're going to continue learning and learning and learning. So I may be able to do like, oh, let me invest in this company because this makes sense, where other people might just be throwing their money on AMC and hoping for the best, right? So, a lot of people are open to more things now. A lot of people are open to working home. A lot of people did not return to work. Okay, they use their unemployment money and all of these things, and then all of the money they were able to save because they couldn't travel, go out, vacations, bars, they have to drive so much. People were quarantined. Like all of the things that all that time was a good time for you to have a little bit of money to invest in something. People like buying a house, moving out, buying a car, whatever, fixing their home, investing, whatever it is that they did. So you always want to be a step ahead. So what I say is that you should build a business on the side. And in order to do that, it can't just be any business. If you want to be successful, first of all, you need to know yourself because you represent the business. So is you somebody or something that people are gonna love and accept and respect and trust? That's something to ask yourself. So you have to build your brand, which is you. Second, you have to make sure that you're working a business that you love. It's okay to fail a couple times until you find what you love. It's the same thing that happens in the university. You go to college, sometimes people really know what they want. Sometimes people need to discover what they want. They don't tell you this, right? You jump right into it and you're miserable and you're not happy, or you choose the wrong career, or then you have to start over and then you already have this big student loan debt. So it's important to first focus on who you are. Okay? So always be a step ahead and start thinking now about a business that you can do, or a business that you can have, or a plan B that you can create, or a side hustle that you can do. If your job, you have a profession like being into construction or electrician or mechanic or this or that, if you're able to open clients on the side and it's okay, everything's legal, right? You're able to work and do little gigs, that's gonna be your rainy day funds. That's gonna be your side hustle. That's gonna be you independentizing yourself from working for someone. Someone can terminate you, fire, transfer you, take your hours away. Something can happen. Your company can go under the bridge, right? The economy crashes. What happens to your business? Will it survive? That's that's what happens, and that's how a lot of people ended up owing a mortgage and owing a car from the dealer and everything. That's why it's important that you're careful when it is that you purchase your stuff, and you know ahead of time that you're going to be able to survive anything. Okay, so that's what it is. It's not just about getting low interest. It's not just about getting a good deal. It's not just about having a down payment now. Is it how much money do you have to survive in the next 6 months? That's something to think about. Most of us don't have that. So it's important that we build a way to get it. And sometimes your job is not enough to get it. So you need to start having a plan B now. And that is called always be a step ahead. I use that as what I thought was like an important lesson to talk about. But in your business, also being a step ahead could be like being up with the trends. TikTok comes out, you join TikTok. Reels come out on Facebook or Instagram, you join the Reels. Like, people are using stories, people are using this app, this new phone has this feature. These are ways for you to stay ahead of the game, right? So it's important for you to, like, even in investing, like some people advise you, well, ask your kids what are they into, what are they using, because that's a good sign of what the future holds. You think like a grown-up, you think like the past. So when you're going to invest in a company of the future, who knows better than kids, right? Like, like my kids are like talking about Dogecoin and this stuff in crypto because they see it in their world. That tells you that that's going to be a big part of their future. So that's just an example. Okay, next one, and the last one is number 7. A positive mindset is one of the attributes for successful people. So a positive mindset is one of the attributes for successful people. One of the things that you're going to hear a lot about in my channel, in my lives, and what I have to offer is, and my hashtag is always their growth mindset. And the reason is because growth mindset is everything, right? Like I tell you guys my story, one of the things that changed in me when I bounced back from my bottom was the fact that I wanted more out of life. I don't want to just sit back and die, do nothing, or work for the rest of my life, or live a simple life, or just stay here and not go out, not travel, not do all of my dreams, not have my best car, my best house, my best vacations, my free time. Like, I have things that I want, so I'm going to have to work for them. I'm going to have to figure out how to get them. So that's why, like I'm telling you guys, being ahead of the game and loving to learn, all of these things help you to be successful in business. These are psychological things that need to be good here in order for you to be successful in whatever business you start. Do not expect your business to jump all the way up to the sky, go to the moon in one day, 1 week, 1 year, 2 years. No, you have to take your time, do some research, really learn, be honest with yourself, have somebody be honest with you. Anybody who's coming to you and telling you that you're gonna make all these tons of money like that, most likely they're lying to you. Okay, and maybe they don't mean to lie to you, but it's just like they're not being realistic. So you always have to be optimistic, be open, you know, to opportunities, but you also need to be realistic. You need to think seriously about them, right? But don't put excuses. Don't put excuses why you don't want to do it, why you don't want to start. When you know something's right for you, you just need to like let yourself go and just do it, because that's what it takes for you to be successful in life. You need to take risk. There's no way for you to live your life and grow without taking the risk. When a child, when a baby starts walking, they're taking a risk and standing up. And every time they fall, they stand up again and they take another risk. Nobody comes and tells that baby, you better give up, man. You're never going to make it. Why? Because we are all convinced, and every single one of us knows that the baby will eventually walk. All they have to do is practice. So why do we give up on our dreams? Why do we give up on our goals as adults? Everything you've learned, why are you giving up on yourself? If a baby doesn't give up, if you don't tell your children to give up, why are you giving up? That's something very important. Like, will you give that advice to someone and say give up? Absolutely not. But you're not giving yourself that advice. A quick recap: psychology of success. 7 principles I gave you guys. Treat your business like your baby. Set high standards. Dream big even when it's something small. Love learning. Gratitude is your attitude. Always be a step ahead. A positive mindset is one of the attributes of successful people. Make sure you hang around people who are positive, who have that drive. Somebody who's going to help you achieve your dreams, but by at least supporting you and not talking crap about what you do, putting you down, telling you to get a real job, telling you to get away from that pyramid scheme, right? So I hope you guys like this video and you can share with somebody who can benefit, somebody who's into business, somebody who's looking into business, some entrepreneurs, people that are starting their startups, their businesses, you know, people who got their side hustles going on, people who love to learn, you know, people who are coachable. Share this with them. The more that you guys share this information, you're being blessed by blessing others, because obviously I'm sharing positive stuff with you guys, not negative talk. So you guys follow my YouTube channel. Stay tuned to my Facebook. That's my main page. If you guys want to know a little bit more about the credit repair, the financial education, identity protection, budgeting, saving, everything else that I can offer you in the financial world, I'm really happy to share that with you. Free consultation, no strings attached. I don't need anything from you. If you need my services, I can help you. If you don't need them, don't want them, they're too expensive for you, I wish you the best. If you know somebody, if you don't need them and you know somebody who does, recommend us, connect us, so that way we can chat. Everything starts with a conversation. Business is conversation, right? You're going to buy your products from somewhere. You're going to buy your services from someone. It's just the way life works, right? All of us, what we are doing, running our own businesses, is we are starting the road to our goals. And we do it by offering services or products to people, just like any store does. Walmart, Amazon, Target, and all the big retailers. I'm not going to tell you not to go to them, but I'm also going to invite you to come to me, right? Because you have a personalized experience, meaning that you have someone you can talk to and chat to, someone who's selling you something, and hopefully they're responsible enough to follow up with you and make sure that you are being successful and that you are doing okay. And also here on my Facebook page, I'm very transparent. You can swipe all the way down and see what I'm about. And if I'm somebody you can relate to, somebody you kind of like, somebody who's okay in your book, then I can be that person to help you. So I hope you guys really like this live, because I did. I'm really happy I was able to put this together and share it with you guys. And I will be seeing you guys on Thursday, which is tomorrow. Take care, guys. Good night.